Welcome back. So I'm going to make this quick video then on Matic, see where we're going with Matic. So Matic's it's pumping today, but it's mainly just recovering its losses really from the other day. It's showing a good sign, I should tell you. So a pretty good sign of continuation though. Although we should be relatively skeptical over that, which is the Ichimoku cloud now has its cross that has taken place on the tether pairing, which is more important to me than the Satoshi values currently, because Bitcoin is looking like it's going to fall out of the sky, not immediately, but at some point quite soon. So I'm expecting this pump to reach a certain point in its life where Bitcoin is going to take precedent over everything. Once it breaks down. So I've just made a video on Bitcoin, but just very briefly, on the daily chart we have this 242 moving average here, which is in the history of Bitcoin has never been broken. In a bull market, that would be in a bull market, which is what we're supposed to be in right now. And in my video I'll go into a bit more detail about it, but it could get broken. It probably will get broken, and just because it's never been broken before doesn't mean it's never going to get broken. Bitcoin's only 10 years old, so it's quite young still. So it's been tested here, it's been tested 2 more times, and it's having a little pump now, and it's probably going to pump a little bit further, but it will inevitably come back down to test this, and in my book it's definitely going to break it. But like I say, you'll have to look at my video on Bitcoin to see my analysis on that. But when that breaks, it's going to be pretty bad for everybody, Matic included. Everybody, it's going to be bad for everybody basically. It's going to dictate the overall doubt in this market, and like I say, it will have done something that's not ever done before in a bull market. It's probably going to scare a lot of people, retail customers especially. Maybe not the big boys, they'll be accumulating all the way, but yeah, it's not going to be pretty for anyone. There's no coin that will escape this inevitable plunge down into the 6,000 area and maybe a little more. But anyway, back to Matic. So we've had this Ichimoku cloud cross. We've crossed in the cloud, which is never a good sign. I'd rather cross above the cloud, but we've crossed in the cloud, so we'll have to deal with it. The cloud's quite small, but we're still within it now. So what we want to see is move back above the cloud, and we want to see a continuation. Now ideally I want to see this blue box territory get taken out this time. I don't want to see us rejected from the top. I want to see us get taken out. Now this move with Bitcoin that's going on right now might take it might pump for maybe a couple of days, maybe 3 days before it retraces back and comes back down to test that area again. And if it breaks the area, like I say, it's going to be tragic for everyone. So we've got a couple of days now for Matic to make this move, and if we wait around any longer than 2 days and we've not made this area, I'll be probably taking profits on it, waiting for that fall that Bitcoin is going to have, because it will, like I say, be nasty. When it retraces, just to go back to Bitcoin just very briefly, when it retraces and comes back down to this area, it's okay. You know, the market will respond to that, and coins will probably all come down with it. But when it breaks, this level here, which is a moving average, and it is moving up. Currently, it's just above 7,900. In the next few days, it will be around 8,000. So I'm saying when it breaks the 8,000 area on the next time it comes back down to test 8,000, and if it breaks down there on a daily candle close, and it closes down there, it's meaning it's ready to come down another leg, maybe another $1,000 to $1,500. So I don't want to have any positions at that point, to be honest with you, unless it's a short. I don't like to short Matic. I'll certainly be shorting Bitcoin. Matic, I'll just sell my coins, but with Bitcoin, yeah, I'll be shorting that baby. So just to recap, we are heading towards the top of this Bollinger Band, which will be around 200 Satoshis. Ideally you want to get up and above the 210 Satoshis, but with Tether we need to be pushing up and away and above 1.8 cents, and it's at that point, if we can do that over the next couple of days, maybe we can set ourselves a stop loss at around that level just to be safe. There is a chance that we could pump up to 2 cents and we could go not parabolic, but have a really good run at that point. But we have to keep our eye on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's going to dictate the market, and it's Bitcoin that, if it wasn't for Bitcoin, Matic would be loving life at the moment. But it's Bitcoin, like I say, it's fundamentally the strength of the entire market, and without that strength, nobody really gets a chance. So, like I say, I'm bearish on Bitcoin overall, which probably, unfortunately, means I'm bearish on Matic overall. But in the short term, for the rest of this week, perhaps into the weekend, maybe next week as well included, we could be looking for a nice run on Matic to take out our most recent high and reach areas above 1.8 cent. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Hopefully that was informative for you. It's definitely one to look for, definitely one to be careful over, and keep your eye on Bitcoin. Thanks for watching, take it easy, see you later.